Match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick-6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick-6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick-6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mike 17, Mike 17. Mike 17. Mike 17. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 17's Mike, Mike 17.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And he's got his big tight end here. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick-6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And here's a give to Gibson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They go play action now. Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here's Barkley. Oh, that's into a double team. Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. An option handoff here to Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now Barkley. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. Runs over him, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 20. First down, Philadelphia. That's the
These two teams all tied after one. Throwing on first down. Barkley. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 1. Brings up second and goal.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the 10.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 10. They go play action with Haskins. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Check.
On first down, it's Gibson. Trucks over him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has retaken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Flushed out right, and he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. Back to throw. Barkley. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Haskins looking to throw on first down. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. And he's got his target, Harris. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Eagles 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Barkley. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here at our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Mixon. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. It was the same case on that play. On third down, Barkley. That is caught. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Barkley. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And some room to maneuver. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. 130 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Gibson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that
rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he goes out right around the 39. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Haskins. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Back to throw again. He finds his running back, Mixon. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be a 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
He finds his man complete. That's Carroll. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And they'll run here with Gibson. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Here's Haskins to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Now Haskins on first down. And he will find his man Samuel. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Haskins throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
That's another Washington first down.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Again, it's Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
58 to the money. 58 to the money. Know your job. 58, boys. 58. 58 to the money. You can't block me.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now it's Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now a play fake here on first down to Mixon on the check down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And that will write a finish to this ball